Okay, so at first I was going to do my informative speech on how to throw different pitches in baseball. But unfortunately for us today, it rained, so I'm not going to be able to do that. So today I'm going to inform you on Disneyland. Me personally, I've been to Disneyland 5 times. Disneyland is a wonderful experience and it's a place everyone should go. Disneyland is a large, bustling place filled with colorful attractions where people can go and have fun. The design of Disneyland was something never done before. The concept of Disneyland began when Walt Disney was visiting Griffith Park in Los Angeles with his daughters Diane and Sharon. While watching them ride the merry-go-round, he came up with the idea of a place where adults and their children could go and have fun together. In 1923, Walt Disney and his brother Roy formed Walt Disney Studios. In 1953, he needed space to build rivers, waterfalls, and mountains to make a magic kingdom he called Disneyland. Construction for Disneyland began on July 21, 1954, and Disneyland Park was opened to the public on July 18, 1995. The most amazing thing that happened at Disneyland in the first 3 months was when the 1 million guests were walking through the gates. That was in September 8th in 1955. The more Walt dreamed of a magical park, the more imaginative and elaborate it became. The mission of Disneyland is just to make people happy. A quote from Walt Disney is, "Disneyland is a work of love. We didn't go into Disneyland just with an idea of making money." There are 2 Disneyland locations in the United States. There's one in California called Disneyland, and then there's one in Orlando, Florida, which is called Disney World. When should you visit Disneyland? Disneyland is open 365 days a year. Any time of year can be a good time to visit Disneyland. Depending on what type of experience you're looking for, summer is a high season, so you have to cope with crowds. In November and December, it gets dark early and there's a chance of rain, so better go and visit Disneyland in the summer. I personally have been to Disneyland in the summer and the winter, and I enjoyed them both. In the winter, you get to see all the Christmas lights and everything, and they pop fireworks above Cinderella's castle, and it's an amazing experience. But in the summer, you get to ride all the rides and enjoy yourself while not being cold. There are many Disney characters. There are too many characters in Disneyland. Most of them can be found throughout the park, greeting visitors, interacting with children, and posing for photos. Some of Disneyland characters that most people know are Aladdin, Cinderella, Mickey and Minnie, Peter Pan, and Snow White. Another quote from Walt Disney is, "You can design and create and build the most wonderful place in the world, but it takes people to make that dream reality." Disneyland Park has attracted millions of visitors since it first opened its doors more than 50 years ago. When you enter Disneyland, the cares and worries of the day are left behind. Disneyland Park is a seamless blend of yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Laughter is always in the air with friendly smiles all around. Even though Walt Disney was not able to see how his park and company prospered and grew into the 21st century, his legacy still lives on with us. Throughout Disneyland and throughout the entire world, he will always be there. Disneyland is a wonderful place. There are also 3 other locations of Disney World. I believe there's one in Hong Kong, there's one in France, and there's one other that I'm not too sure where it's at. The secret of Disneyland is ability to change, yet, as Walt Disney said, Disneyland will never be completed. It will continue to grow as long as there is imagination left in the world. Personally, I've been to 3 or 4 of the Disneyland parks. I know I've been to Animal Kingdom, Universal Studios, Epcot, and Cinderella's Castle. I believe there's a water park that they just built not too long ago called Blizzard Beach. Disneyland is a place for everybody. There's all the characters for the little kids, and there's also rides for big kids. It's also a wonderful experience that I strongly suggest everyone go see. Thank you.